Today's local DETV weather is powered by Wi-Fi. Awesome internet.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Ivan, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza, and good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Oh my gosh, it's been a month, but it feels like forever, right?
But it's good to be back.
I know that's right.
Right?
I know that's
so
right.
Good to be back. Welcome back, everyone. I know that it has been a minute, but we needed a little break to reboot.
Y'all reboot.
Reset.
Oh,
and now we're back stronger than ever before to start this beautiful season of Good Morning Wilmington for 2023. And it feels so good to sit in this chair, Ivan.
Oh, well, who are you telling?
I'm just letting you know. It feels good. But you know why? Because I am so excited to wake up every Monday morning to start my week with you and the team here at DETV. So fortunate that I have the honor to be beside you.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
And I feel the same, speaking on behalf of the team. But most of all, we miss you. You at home watching, you on your tablets or cell phones watching. It has been a heck of a 2022. We celebrated Vincenza's 1-year anniversary with us here at DETV. And about 5 years of Good Morning Wilmington, because we started in the basement, and now we're here on the plaza. So it's a lot happening. It's a lot going on. We could talk everything from Eagles to Eagles to Eagles. But
real quick, Eagles.
Eagles.
NFC conference champs, as you can see.
Yes.
We're wearing our Eagles gear to celebrate.
I'm gonna wear mine all week.
That's right. We should.
I'm gonna wear it all week.
Super Bowl this Sunday. We're so excited to support Eagles fans. I mean, it's so funny. I actually had the opportunity to attend the game.
I did too.
Yeah. Okay. So we felt that energy. I mean, Philadelphia was
on fire.
It was electric.
Yeah.
It was super amazing to be a part of that and just celebrate the Eagles win. Let's go Birds. But you know what I really love about Philly fans is that you could be walking down the street and just say to a total stranger that's wearing maybe some Eagles gear, "Let's go Birds," or "Go Birds," and they say that's like a sign of endearment. That's basically the same meaning as saying "I love you." That's the beautiful part about Eagles fans.
Let me tell you something. Look, there is nothing that separates people at the Eagles Stadium. Like, I'm in there now. Look, we were, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think the world needs to have the love of people when they're at a sporting event, because color doesn't matter. The only color that matter is green, money, but most of all, the team that you're representing. It was so much love. You know, we get out, so I'm gonna give you a little brief thing. We pull up, and the white guys are having a tailgating, right? Okay. Everyone. And we pull up, and there's a car full of black guys, and they're like, "Yo, bro, park right there." We was like, "Oh shoot, didn't expect that." And they came, they was like, "Hey, you guys want to be a part? You want to join in?" It was so much love, and you know, like you said, you walking up to the stadium, high fives everywhere. Go Birds, you know, so much love. You know, so I think the world would be a better place if we just treated everything like it was a sporting event. All
right. Well, let's stay positive.
Yes.
Support our Eagles for Super Bowl Sunday.
And we are taking all bets here at DETV. We got the parlay. We got. No, let me stop.
I get. Just support the team that you feel best, but let's just say go Eagles.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to shift gears a little bit just before we dive into all the exciting things we have on Good Morning Wilmington today. We do have to make note and share some of our condolences. So I'll let you take this one for us, Ivan, please.
Thank you. We at DETV would like to give our condolences to the amazing, the Honorable Bishop Aretha Morton. And she was a huge staple in the community, Delaware's first African-American female bishop, and Wilmington's first female and African-American to be named chaplain of the fire department. later on the show, you will see a tribute to the beloved Bishop. She will be truly missed here.
Yes.
She played a huge part about with me when I first started. She used to just pull me to the side and just say, "Baby, just keep on going.
Oh, I love that.
Baby, just don't give up." And she was a very, very beautiful and is a very beautiful soul. So rest, dear, my friend. You will truly, truly be missed.
Yes, yes, and I appreciate you saying those words. I did not have the opportunity to know Bishop Aretha Morton, but from what you said and the team mentioning her, again, our deepest condolences to the entire family and friends, and we are here honoring her and her legacy.
Yeah, because that's what she did. She left a legacy, and that's what it's all about. So again, rest dear, Bishop. All right, and I can't wait to see that tribute. That tribute is awesome, and it's actually, Najee, who's courtesy of 302 Stories, so it's an awesome video.
Excellent.
Right? So, Vincenza, I also want to hear more about this podcast.
Oh, well, Ivan, we like to stay busy, right?
Yes.
Anybody that knows Ivan and I, we love staying busy. You know, just hosting a morning show isn't enough.
Isn't enough, right?
No, it's not enough. Or running a small business,
right,
or nonprofit, or volunteering here, or raising a family, whatever it is.
Right.
No, we love to stay busy, but something that I started in 2022 was a podcast.
Right.
So I've never been on I've actually been interviewed on a podcast before, but I've never been the host of a podcast. So that was a new experience for me in 2022, and I had the opportunity to partner with Randy Curry. If you don't know who he is, you should. So Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails is a hair salon in the tri-state area. There's 5 locations. The flagship location is in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania, but they do have a location literally right up the street, right from here.
Right.
They have 2 in Delaware,
okay,
but they have one very close to here, right in the DuPont building, Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails. So I've had the opportunity to partner with Randy Curry and his entire team to start a podcast. And the podcast is called Pronto, Conversations of Life.
I love it.
Yeah, so we like to talk about all things beauty, go figure, right?
Right,
With my background in the pageant world, and I just love fashion and beauty, and obviously his background in the beauty world. We're able to come together and just have conversations about not just beauty, but life. So we're able to talk about education, inspiration, motivation, and I really have been enjoying the experience. It's very different from television.
Right.
And listen, no one can replace you. Okay, so know that. It's different than television, but that's okay because it just opens my eyes to just a whole nother world. And the podcast world is very interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to experience that. We started our 2023 season last week with our 11th episode to be, 11 episodes so far, and we're very excited for the year and all the guests that we will have on the show. But you can check us out on all the social media platforms, Spotify. If you go to Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails, their Facebook page, they promote it so much. Even my personal page as well. But just look up Pronto, Conversations of Life.
Yes, love it. And also I want to give a shout out to India Sage over there. She's new on the Curry team.
Yes,
right?
Yes, India Sage. She is phenomenal. Another person that if you don't know who she is, you need to know who she is. She is a social media branding, marketing manager, guru. She just is an all-around great person. She's also great off camera and on camera, but also she wears so many hats, and that's what I love about India. So they actually brought her on board as their new social media guru, but also helping them rebrand. So stay tuned for what Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails will do this year, but India Sage is phenomenal, so shout out to India.
And that's what you get from messing with DSU alum. We do that.
Exactly. But Ivan, enough about me. Let's talk about you. So word on the street says that you're going to be on Dancing with the Stars in Delaware.
That one's supposed to be one of these topics. But yeah, Dancing with the Stars.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm excited. I'm excited. My partner is Renata.
Renata.
Yeah.
You have the best partner.
Oh my gosh, we're awesome.
You know her
awesome.
shoe game will be there.
Yeah.
So we know
We
that.
were talking about that yesterday during practice. But we have been dancing. We've been practicing. We look good. We feel good.
All
And
right.
it's just going to be a treat. So, and I'm going to say it right now. We're going to win.
Good. That's
And
right.
if you don't like
It's
it,
a competition.
so what? We're going.
It's a friendly competition, but Ivan's going to
It's
win.
what?
Friendly.
Yeah, okay. Very competitive.
When is it?
It's March 4th.
Okay.
March 4th.
So how can we watch?
You have to go.
Okay.
Look, you have to get a ticket. It's not going to be streamed or anything.
Okay,
Get a
so
ticket.
get a ticket.
Go to the WilmingtonPublicLibrary.org, I believe it is. But you can purchase your ticket there. But I'm gonna tell you, for all you teams out there that's watching, we're gonna win. You don't like it? We got a parlay going on. We got the Eagles bets and we got Dancing with the Star bets.
Okay.
But Renata and I are gonna take it home.
Well, we wish you luck. Wish you luck. This
Yeah.
is so great.
No, I'm just joking. It is a friendly competition. And you know the great thing about this, right? Everyone that's in Dancing with the Stars, and the winner last year was Logan Herring and and Rashima. Rest in peace to Rashima.
That's right.
So we're going to dedicate our dance to you guys. So, but it's awesome. You get a bunch of Wilmington amazing people doing that do some wonderful things, and you put them on stage and let them dance, and you see who is going to bring home the gold.
I love it. This is so exciting. So many exciting things happening.
Yes, yeah. In February, Black History Month. I love it. Every February, we celebrate Black History Month here at DETV and Good Morning Wilmington. And we would like to highlight some individuals that make a huge impact here on our state. Every week during Good Morning Wilmington,
Good Morning
you will hear
Wilmington.
from leaders, activists, and those who made a difference in the Black community here in Delaware. So be sure to tune in, and you do not want to miss it. The special is on DETV all month long.
Love it.
And there are some also events. The public library is hosting Voices of Power series, which you can also catch exclusively, the exclusive interviews here on DETV on our pages, and you don't want to miss that. That is. We just did Nikki Giovanni.
Excellent.
With Tanetta Brown, and that was awesome. So you don't want to miss that.
Right. And I just want to make note of this. Also, if you wanted to celebrate Black History Month from afar, go to visitdelaware.com. They have so many resources, opportunities to educate yourself a little bit more about this month, and then also to involve yourself in the community throughout the entire state. Not just the city of Wilmington, but throughout the entire state as well. And I really appreciated that, because not only was it highlighting all of these opportunities and experiences throughout the state, but also small business owners.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. It's coming from a small business. I feel it's important to not just support small businesses, but this month especially support Black-owned businesses celebrating Black History Month. So don't forget, visitdelaware.com.
I think we should change it to Black History, just every day.
Every day?
Every day, because we all make history.
That's right.
Number two, another thing that's going on in February is National I Love to Read Month.
Oh, yes.
And the Wilmington Library has a section of African American authors available for $5 each, including children's books. So we want to make sure that you get that info and go check that out. The Wilmington Library are not just making awards, but they're doing great stuff.
They're nonstop.
Did you know you can get married at the Wilmington Public Library?
I think I did know that. They are nonstop over there, but I think that stems from leadership. I really do, and they have a strong leader over there, but a strong team, just constantly evolving, staying innovative, and pumping out these activities and events to keep bringing people to come into the library and stay involved. Because just going back to February being I Love to Read Month, Ivan, you know how I am an advocate for promoting literacy for a very long time. For those of you who don't know, I co-founded a nonprofit literacy organization over 20 years ago called Success Won't Wait. So I'm a huge advocate for promoting literacy and reading. So I love that the Wilmington Public Library is constantly staying innovative, bringing people through their doors, not just for events, but also, hey, it's important to read. They say reading out loud every single day boosts your self-confidence and self-esteem. So it's very, very important to continue to practice reading. Yes, starting at a young age, but also continuing into your adulthood. So in celebrating February as I Love to Read Month, let's encourage more reading and encourage our young adults, young children to read as well. So Keep it going.
And then speaking of encouragement, we got some amazing people on the plaza today.
Yes.
Who do we got, Vincenza?
Okay, so we have, I know, right? So super excited to introduce a dear friend of mine, Shana Williams. She is the owner and operator of Cecile Boutique. So excited about this.
Nice.
So excited about this. And then last but not least, we have Stephen Williams. He's the Deputy Executive Director and Airport Director of Delaware River and Bay Authority and Wilmington Airport.
Oh, yeah, the new airport, right?
Yes, this is exciting for Delaware. Yeah. This is big. Big
Avillo,
things happening in the state.
Avillo. Did I pronounce it right? Avillo?
Avillo.
Avillo? Mm-hmm. Avillo.
Okay.
Avillo. Let me tell you something. I'm mad that I didn't catch that trip to Florida. All right?
So many people that we knew were on that plane to Florida and back. That must have been a really cool experience.
Yeah, for it to open back up, I need to talk to this brother. Pick his brain a little bit. All right, but congratulations to everybody. We'll see you when we come back from this commercial break. Good morning, Wilmington.
Executive Deputy Director for the Delaware River Bay Authority, Stephen Williams flies in to talk about the new Avillo Airport in Newcastle.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back to DETV's Good Morning Wilmington. First up on the plaza, we have the Executive Deputy Director of the Delaware River Bay Authority. And what else was it?
Wilmington Airport.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you see how packed it was?
Yeah.
It was a lot of people there.
I wish I was at that event. I really do wish I was at that event.
I'm going to talk to this brother because I didn't get my ticket. Stephen Williams, welcome to the plaza.
Thank you. Thank you for having me this morning.
Thanks for coming, man. It's an exciting day for you and Avillo.
It's been a very exciting week. Actually, we started last Wednesday, as you know. We had a ribbon cutting event at the airport. We had quite a few folks come out to celebrate with us.
Quite a few.
Wish you had been there.
Boy, there was a barbecue out there, man. Everybody was there.
We didn't have the barbecue, but a lot of good folks came out and had the opportunity to travel on that first flight to Orlando. Yeah. And in the days after, we started service to different cities in Florida. Okay. So a total of 5. So we've now instituted service from Wilmington to Orlando, Fort Myers, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, and I think that this is a new opportunity. Some cities that we've never been connected to before, from Wilmington. And we're real excited about the opportunity. So to get it right, the airline is called Avillo, and you might have seen our billboards and some of the ads in the area. And to get the name right, they say hello Avillo.
Hello, Avello.
Hello, Avello was how they
I like that.
were using that.
Hello, Avello.
Right.
So, first of all, congratulations for
Yes.
bringing commercial airlines here to Delaware.
Thank you.
How was that even, that thought pattern, how did it begin?
Well, for me, it was one of the reasons I came to the DRBA in 2005.
Okay.
Wilmington had been one of those communities in the United States that had a checkered history with air service.
Right.
And it's a very long, the gestation period is very long. It's measured in years. Airlines make decisions about where they want to fly based on their own needs. It's not we'd like to think it's about us,
right,
but really it's about how do we fit into their network.
Right.
Okay.
And so there are a few opportunities we had before where the airline's strategy changed. So some of the things you may recall about our city and about our network here is that airlines changed strategies and left.
Right.
Right.
And we kept at it. So this really is a story about the vision and the perseverance to stick with it and to eventually find a partner, to find an airline partner that, from a strategic perspective, saw opportunity here. All the numbers are here. Demographically, economically, Wilmington and Delaware and the region has everything you would expect, everything you'd want in terms of density and propensity to travel. So we thought if we could put all that together and keep talking to the airline community, that we would be successful.
Right.
And so this airline that has come to us now is a startup, essentially. They've been in business, just about a year.
Okay.
But we looked at what they did in New Haven, Connecticut. If you take a look at where they've started operations, they've started in Burbank, California initially, opened a base. And now, about a year ago in New Haven, Connecticut. And if you look at what they've done there, the cities that they've connected that part of Connecticut to, we thought if we could do the same thing here in Delaware, that it would be a real hit.
Right.
Yes.
And so the key components here are, we're not for everybody. We think that there's a slice of our community that wants nonstop, low-fare jet service to places that everybody wants to fly.
Right.
Of course, the 5 cities in Florida that they started out with. But our hope is that this will grow. So what they've done to partner with us is base an aircraft here in Wilmington.
Right.
Hired 50 employees. What does that translate into? Commitment.
Right.
The airlines that come and go, Wilmington might just be a stop. This airline has said, no, we want to establish a base of operations here in your city.
Right.
And long story of how that happens, but it's a 3-year, actually we've just over 3 years
to get to this point.
Right.
A lot of painstaking negotiations, and it's not just me; it's a team of people behind me. But I think we kept at it, and I think we are really, really excited that we finally have a dance partner that will stick with us.
Now, Stephen, what are the hopes for the airport?
Well, you know, the airport really is a successful airport with or without air service.
Okay.
I call it the 4 C's. There is cargo, corporate, civil defense, which is the Air National Guard, of which there are 2 units at the airport, the Air National Guard and the Delaware Army Guard.
Okay.
And then the last C would be commercial.
Okay.
So the airport has that balance of activity. But that missing component was the public in the Wilmington community could not use that airport for the most part, unless you work for a major corporation.
Right, right.
Or unless you were enlisted in the military. You might think of it as the Newcastle Air Base or whatever. But the airport is the only airport in the state of Delaware with a commercial component. The only airport in the state of Delaware that has this capability, and that has existed for many, many years. So we thought if we could match that last C, the commercial, with an airline partner that saw this as the future for them, and we could supply them with the kind of support that they needed to make it work, that now it becomes a question of us. It becomes a question of how are we going to show our partnership, how are we going to use the service. And let me be honest, consumers have choices. They can go to different airports. But there's a fundamental question that I've always asked myself. Why should citizens in this community travel to border states, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and to a certain extent New Jersey, to get air service? If we can do it here, and there's been a public investment in the airport,
we should make it work. We should
totally
try our
agree.
best to make it work.
I totally agree.
And one of my questions, okay, you're here in Delaware right now. Let's talk about the economy, right? The ecosystem. Now, a lot of people ask me, I overheard, not ask me, but I overheard, like, are they hiring? What's the future look like here?
Yeah.
What, you know, and what is the airline going to be like a good partner for the community?
Right.
Yes.
And so that's a good point. So yes, they had a hiring event a couple weeks back. Once we signed the agreement with them, they began to move equipment in. And as you know, it culminated in last Wednesday, the beginning of the service, and it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they are teasing the idea of a second aircraft based here, and what every aircraft translates into about 50 jobs.
Right.
And so those are jobs for pilots. Those are jobs for people that maintain aircraft. Those are ground handling personnel.
Right.
So, you know, what we talk about here, what I'd like to talk about is the economic impact of what this means to our community.
Because that's major.
Yes, that's huge.
It also means connectivity for
Right.
Delaware. When I came here in 2005, one of the things that folks impressed upon me was the things that lead to quality of life in Delaware.
Right.
Accessibility is number one.
Yes.
One of those, I should say. How do people in Delaware get to, and how do people get here?
Right.
Conventions, visitors, you know, business travel. All of that is embodied in the work that I do,
Right.
Along with a team of people to make that happen. So we're real hopeful that this is just the beginning
Right.
of a partnership that will last for many, many years.
And can you real quick tell us again, just if someone just tuned in, the cities that
Okay,
you'll be
so
flying to?
Orlando, Tampa, Fort Myers, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the one I left out before. So again, cities in Florida that people want to travel to.
Right. Disney World, yeah.
Disney World, you know, folks that want to go to spring training.
Yeah.
Tampa, actually, our flights have been full so far.
That's great.
And I think that's a result of the response and a recognition on our part. We're doing this a little differently too.
Okay.
We're putting energy and thought and money behind, and innovation behind our marketing efforts as well.
Right.
We're all over social media.
I see that.
Yes, that is very true. Whoever's in charge of that is doing a very good job.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I
I
thought that as
think
well.
I think we've recognized, you know, the world is different since we had our first air service, you know, 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
Very much so.
Where it's not organic anymore. It actually is the result of influencers and people that communicate, like you.
Right.
It's word of mouth. It's getting spokespeople out there like me. I'm a cheerleader for it, of course. But at the same time, it is going to be about people using the service.
Yeah.
So that's really the story, and
Yes.
we're really we're excited, we're hopeful, and it means good things for all of us.
For all of us. It's a
Yeah.
win-win for all of us.
It's a win-win for all of us. Absolutely.
Is that, with the schedule, the flights, is that considered a structured flight schedule?
Well, again, this airline does it slightly differently.
Okay.
They recognize that the leisure customer has certain days of the week that are preferable to travel.
Okay.
Put it that way.
What are those days?
Well, let's just say, in most cases, you depart on a Thursday,
Right.
Very true.
and you have a couple of overnights, and you're probably returning on a Sunday or Monday.
That's when you
Okay.
can write it off when you're a business owner.
So you won't see them flying on a Tuesday, for instance. Tuesday is across the airline industry, not just Wilmington,
Right.
Okay.
is a day that travel is not preferred on that day for a lot of people, for obvious reasons. But in a leisure, and that's not true for business customers, by the way. Business people travel all
When
week
they
long.
need
to. Right.
But in the leisure environment, travel is definitely focused on those days.
Okay.
And so that's what this airline has responded to. And again, that's just the beginning. That just doesn't mean they're just going to connect us to Florida.
Right.
We're real hopeful that non-Florida cities will follow. But it's not just throwing things against the wall to see what will stick.
Right.
There's a lot of data behind everything I'm talking to you about.
Right.
here this
Excellent,
morning.
excellent. So a lot of thought process was put into the decision making, clearly.
Yes.
And there is more room for growth
Yes.
and development. So stay tuned, obviously,
Yes.
and which is exciting for Delaware.
Absolutely.
That's really, really exciting for Delaware. We should
Absolutely.
have an airline in Delaware. We should have
Absolutely.
people traveling to and from our state, because as you said before, the economic development, it's very good for the economy, it's very good for small businesses. Let's bring people to the state. And I think that is essential. So that's very good that you're thinking of all this, and there's a lot of data behind it.
A lot of data behind it. It's a very iterative process. I won't tell you the places I've traveled to meet with airlines.
Okay.
but
You've done your homework.
A lot of homework, a lot of background work, and I think you know, we see and they see the opportunity. The population in Delaware is growing.
Yes, it
A
is.
lot of transplants like me that came from other places. I've been here a while, but
He's a Delaware native now.
And the thing is that people still travel.
Right.
And I've said before, you know, to others that flying has become more affordable.
Yes.
Right? $39, $49 fares, very attractive.
Wait a minute, that's your fares?
Now they're fares.
Okay.
But you know, you have to go on and look.
Ivan will be booking a trip.
Fares are reasonable.
Let's put reasonable fares.
Yes.
And I will also say the value component of what we offer at Wilmington, when you include the entire cost of your trip, parking and all of that, is very much value driven and very competitive. Right. So even though you're wearing an Eagles jersey, you can depart from the local airport to go wherever you want. I mean, very much about fly local, very much about, there are certain things we'll still go to the big cities for, but if we can do it here, which we're hopeful we can, then we think we have a winner.
How long was that flight from here to, from Delaware to Florida?
Well, the longest segment will be about 2.5 hours to Fort Lauderdale in southern Florida.
Gotta love that.
That's a quick flight to
That's
Florida.
the quick flight.
Right, I love that. Well, was there any other information that we did not mention that you wanted to make note of? Because we are starting to wrap up this interview, and I wanted to make sure if there was any other contact information.
Look, there are all kinds of reasons to be happy and pleased about this, but it's what it brings to us. It's the federal dollars that will accrue to the airport for improvements as well. But again, from a commercial component, this is about the airline and using the airline. So if you look at our billboard, look at the billboards that are out there, it is about Hello Avello.
Hello Avello.
And their website is where you go to buy the product.
Right.
And I think that you'll find the fares are competitive. And again, Florida is just a start with the 5 cities.
Right.
But you know, we're hoping for more.
And congratulations again for being a part of the Delaware River and Bay Authority. Is there anything you want us to know about that?
Well, you know, this is, I wear several hats at the DRBA.
I know, I see.
Right? The airport director is just one of those things, but we are about economic development as well. And what we do in the area, we manage several airports throughout the region, not just Wilmington.
Right.
But what we do every day is to try to match resources. And we're a transportation organization largely. We operate the Delaware Memorial Bridge. We also operate the Cape May Lewis Ferry that connects southern Delaware and southern New Jersey. So we're very much about the community and our role in the community and what we do. So the DRBA is very much a corporate partner here.
Right. Love it. Love it. Stephen, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go get my ticket. I gotta go to Florida real quick.
Well, make sure you still show up to work for Good Morning Wilmington, because I can't do the show without you.
We can zoom me in.
We'll do what we got to do to make sure you're there. But we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with Cecile Boutique.
Okay, all right.
Shimmer, glitter, lace, or chiffon. Shana Williams, owner of Cecile Boutique, will be on the plaza to talk about those hot 2023 prom trends.
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like, what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can, with the community, for the community.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but But this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances. And now, I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Looking to jumpstart your teaching career in Delaware? And make up to $50,000 with full benefits? Then look no further than Kingswood Early Learning Academy, where you can make a difference and earn the salary you deserve.
All right, welcome back everyone. Our next guest this morning is no stranger to the TV world or fashion. She is here to talk about her boutique and the 2023 prom season. Please welcome Shana Williams, owner of Cecile Boutique, located in Newark, Delaware. Good morning, Shana.
Good morning, Vincenza. Thank you guys for having us.
Oh, well, we're very excited. Well, I'm super excited.
I'm super excited.
I know Ivan's excited. He knows when I'm really, really excited about our guests on the show because he knows I have a personal connection with you. So, Ivan, I have a very good friendship here with Shana Williams. She's also the proud sponsor of the Miss Delaware USA and Miss Delaware Teen USA organizations.
All right.
Super supportive in the pageant world, but also the community.
I saw the pageant walk when she came through, so I was like, okay, she knows Vincenza.
All right, she's a beauty queen as herself.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Former. 10 years ago.
Once a beauty queen, always
a beauty queen. Ivan knows.
Congrats.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Well, Shana, before we dive into prom season and everything that's happening for the 2023 prom season, we have to give our viewers a little background about who you are and then dive into Cecile Boutique.
Okay. Well, I have a 20-year career history in sales and marketing. I started in pharmaceutical sales and I did medical device sales for many, 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 many years. But you know, I always wanted to be in business for myself. And while I did well, I made a good amount of money. I provided my children and my family with like a great living and upbringing and things like that. There was always something that was like nagging in my heart. Like I should be doing something else. I should be out here impacting my community and earning a living and doing something that I truly, truly, truly love. So when the opportunity presented itself to me, I just jumped in head first. I woke up one morning and I wrote a business plan in probably 2 or 3 hours. And the rest is history. Signed a lease the next week.
No looking back.
No looking back.
Now, how does it feel? How does it feel to finally fulfill that part that was missing? Like you said, you had everything going on, but it was a void somewhere. How does it feel for other business owners or people that's inspiring that want to be where you are?
I mean, it feels really, 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 really good. Like, you know, the first couple of years, like with anyone starting a new business, it's stressful. You have a lot of anxiety. You're up late at night just worrying how you're going to pay the rent. And thank God that we've turned that corner. Thank God that we were able to emerge from the coronavirus pandemic. While it is still going on today and people still are losing their lives, we are getting back to some sense of normalcy and people going out, enjoying life. And I've just been like so blessed to be able to do what I love to do.
And we're blessed that you're doing it well.
Yeah.
And that's the key, you're doing it well. And you know why? And I say this because I watch her work. You do it with your heart. You have passion. And you put your whole heart and soul, and not just into your business, but into nurturing the business and making sure that it grows and everybody that's a part of it. And it shows, it shows. But let's talk about Cecile Boutique because I know the story, but I want to share with the viewers and Ivan. Tell us Cecile Boutique and the name.
So I have competed in pageants, lifelong pageant competitor. Started when I was 15 years old. It's something that I did with both my parents, my mom and my dad. And you know, I would always talk to my mother about opening a gown store. Like, I want to do this. I want to help girls, you know, find the perfect dress so they feel confident. But it's just something I just didn't pull the trigger on. So when she passed away, I said, you know what? My mother was a teenage mom. Not with me, but she was a teenage mom. So she kind of fell into life, you know. She became a teacher. She did all the things that she needed to do to make sure that she put food on the table, but she didn't ever have an opportunity to follow her passion. So when she passed away, I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to take a chance and follow my passion. And here's Cecile.
I love it. I love it. That's so,
inspiring.
It's
that's
inspiring,
what I'm talking about.
Which I love, and I love that there's, again, the heart behind it.
Yes.
There's meaning behind it, and I felt that, I knew that story, but I felt it was important to share with our viewers, and obviously Ivan.
You know, I love stories.
Right, but it's important because it shows someone's dedication.
Yeah.
And then my mother was always all about helping other people and uplifting them. When at her funeral, everyone talked about how she impacted their lives.
Right.
And so for me, you know, it's not just about selling a dress,
there you go.
pushing it, you know, getting a girl out the door and something that we don't really care about. It's about making them feel confident. It's about empowering my employees. One of my employees is here today, and I've just been so blessed to work with such wonderful young women who essentially helped me build this business. Like women like Jazz, Stephanie, Mia, Julia, Lauren, like these women, they really helped me to get to where I am today. And I hope that they learn valuable life skills so they can go on and do great things, and they are, and I'm so proud of them.
Awesome.
So
I want to see these gowns because there's a bunch of teenagers around here in this area that need a good, a beautiful gown and some amazing help to pick it out.
What's so special about prom season? If you could put that into words.
Oh my gosh, it's just something that, you know, you just look forward to, you know, for your entire life. But you know, not only is it a wonderful memory, but it can also be something that's pretty stressful and can induce anxiety, especially among this group of this generation that we're dealing with today. They have a lot on their plate, a lot of pressure with social media. So we try to take the anxiety out of the experience by, you know, pairing them with a sales professional that's going to match their energy, match their vibe, bring out the best in them. So
what's the hit that the secret to your pie that makes your boutique unique?
You know, I think we have wonderful clothing. I think we have a wonderful staff. I think we bring good energy. But overall, if I had to say the one thing that makes us different is the people. Like, I think we all genuinely love each other, love being around each other. When we hire, we don't hire based on experience. We hire based on that energy. Like, do I want to hang out with you? Do I want to be like you? Like, do you inspire me to be better? And all of the girls that work for me, they all inspire me in different ways.
Nice.
Yes, and that's true. That's very, very true. Every time I've had the opportunity to visit the boutique, when you walk through the doors, that energy, you feel it, that positive energy, that sunshine. You feel it when you walk through the doors. Obviously, the selection of gowns you have, wow.
Okay.
Wow, I mean, this is a huge boutique. Beautiful selection.
Where's it located?
In Newark, Delaware, right off of Paper Mill Road.
In the shops at Louvier's.
Roger that, okay, I got you.
Maddie? When
I'm
Maddie's
not-
ready,
my
we're
baby's
not
not
ready
going
yet,
up.
not yet, not yet. But when she's ready, call them at
Okay.
Cecile Boutique to schedule that appointment. But let's talk about that. Could you paint that picture for our viewers that if they're interested in purchasing a prom gown for 2023 season, walk through those steps on what they should do?
Well, first I would tell the girls to go online and go on Instagram, which they already are, and look for things that they like. I would tell them to make an appointment to come in. We are appointment only, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Monday through Thursday, no appointments are required. So if you're that girl that's a little indecisive that didn't do that research, come in Monday through Thursday where you'll have more time, you can really try on everything. And like listen to your stylist, the girls that work, and guys, we have everybody that work in our store, like they are experts at everything on the floor, experts on body types and what's going to look good on people. So let them guide you a little bit and be open-minded. I'd also say don't bring more than one or two people with you because opinions, we all know what opinions are.
That's good
sometimes
advice.
Too many opinions is a bad thing. And eat a good meal before you come.
Because you're going to be there.
Yeah, and you want to know how the dress is going to fit after you've had a big dinner.
Oh, wow.
When you're sitting down, when you're dancing. You want to know all of that. So.
Okay. All right, so we have some models here to see the different styles of dressing. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come right back, and you at home can see what we're about to enjoy.
I know, I'm so excited.
All right, so go ahead.
Yes, but first we're going to take a quick look Bishop Aretha Morton's tribute is provided by 302 Stories, and they're here to talk about the tribute and honoring Bishop Morton.
All right.
We'll be right back.
We're what you would call up north. So it was not a case of not having.
In the early to mid 20th century, the African American experience in Delaware was much different than it is today. A border state during the Civil War, Delaware remained in the Union, but with Confederate sympathies, and continued to practice slavery. Finally ratifying the 13th Amendment in 1901, Delaware remained openly segregated well into the 1950s. Racist practices varied across the state, creating different life experiences for African Americans, depending on where they lived. Growing up in the large black community on the east side of Wilmington, young Aretha Morton encountered little prejudice.
It was just an easy place to be. And the reason why I say that is we really didn't have to go outside of the east side. We had African American doctors. We had our own African American cab company. We had our own African American dentist. We had our own African American grocery store. We didn't have to worry about going to the movies, and sitting in the black side or the white side or whatever, because we had our own. My dad was from Statesville, North Carolina, and upon coming here, he met my mother, who was still in high school. Today, they might say I was one of those little rich kids, because my clothes was coming out of Braunsteins and Arthurs. So I was not one of those kids that was without. We had the Y at 10th. It had its own bowling alley. I won my first amateur singing contest at that Y. We played jump rope, in front of the house. We played jacks. We rode our bicycles. We had no problem with being who we were. Our school was African American. During that time, they were numbered, number 5, number 20, number 29, and then from there to Howard High School. Our teachers were interested in us. They enjoyed teaching us, and we, as a result, enjoyed learning. We were always taught education was the key. And so if education was the key, then we could do just about anything we wanted to do. And keep in mind, we all lived in the same neighborhood. So some of our teachers lived right across the street. That's why we could never get away with anything. There was Allied Kid at 11th and Poplar. That was a place where most African Americans in our area, that's where they worked. They worked DuPont. It was a bunch of African Americans that worked for DuPont. They were maids and butlers and all that sort of thing. My mother became one of the first females to have her own beauty shop. She went to Dora S. Lee Beauty School, graduated, and found a spot at first she did it in her home. She did hair in her home. And then my stepfather, he told her, he said, well, how about, getting your own shop? So she had her own shop. And so we grew up among teachers. We grew up among doctors that look like us. We grew up among lawyers that look like us. We had people that we could look up to that gave us the incentive to want to be like them.
Now, welcome back. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and rest well, Bishop Morton. Hope you enjoyed that. That was provided to us by 302 Stories. All right, so you ready?
Yes, yes. Again, another tribute, Bishop Morton. We're very, very fortunate that we're able to continue to honor your legacy. All right. Well, now we're back.
Back with the models.
Right, back with the models. So we're bringing back Cecile Boutique. If you're just tuning in, make sure you look up what Cecile Boutique is, but we're here to showcase 2023 prom season. So welcome back, Shana Williams, the owner and operator of Cecile Boutique, here to showcase some of the latest styles and trends. So take it away, Shana.
Awesome. So I wanted to bring a little bit of everything today of what's trending for prom 2023.
Okay.
And this is Gabby, and she's wearing Jonathan Cain. It's a traditional design, but it has a little twist. It has the single strap and then the thicker strap. You can walk forward. And look at the sides. The side cutout detail is something that's really big this year. This dress is in like the mid 500s.
Okay.
And it comes in a couple colors. Yellow is one of the colors it comes in, and we know Vincenza loves wearing yellow.
She's my favorite color.
And this is Layla. This dress is also by Jonathan Cain. This is like one of their best sellers for the past couple of years. It comes in multiple colors. We love this red color right here, but I love the lime green, I love the sherbet, I love the orange. This is for a girl who's like, you know what, I want a traditional dress, but I also want a little bit of bling, but not too much bling.
It looks comfortable.
Very comfortable, very stretchy.
I like that. So.
But the biggest question is, can you dance in it?
Oh, yeah, she can dance.
All right. Yeah, put something else. That's beautiful.
This is gorgeous. This is Julia. She actually is one of our senior stylists at the store, so if you want to make an appointment with Julia, you can. And she is wearing Giovanni, a ball gown.
Nice.
Great. You want that garden vibe, that ethereal look running through the flowers. It'll be awesome in photographs.
That is something that you would see on the Grammys.
Absolutely.
You would see that. Does that come in? Now let me ask you. These dresses, do they come in different colors?
They come in different colors, different sizes, things like that. The one Julia's wearing comes in like 4 different colors.
Okay.
So,
All right.
this was a top seller for the past couple years. It's portion scarlet, extremely affordable for what you are getting. Like bling bling head to toe. Great exaggerated train. This dress is about $400. So you're getting a lot for your money with this particular dress. And again, multiple colors.
And affordable.
And
I'm with the dads on this. I'm talking with dads on this. So this is affordable. Okay.
Right.
Now this is for the girl who wants to stand out and be noticed. Feathers. That is such a big trend this year. This is Alexia, and she is wearing Giovanni. So if you guys watch Real Housewives, they're always feeling Giovanni.
Okay.
And so are we. Love this dress.
And again, another Grammy dress.
Right, red carpet.
Right, red carpet, red carpet.
Grammy, red carpet. I love
red
that.
carpet looks. And this is a simple dress, but it has a lot of style and substance to it. It's by a brand called Atria. Also one of our top sellers. I call them highlighter dresses because they come in every color under the sun. Anything you could want, they're gonna come in that color. So I love this little back part that she has. This can be taken off. You can wear that at home on your staircase for your nice photo. And then you can go to the dance, take it off, and just have a great time. So.
Excellent. Wow, I love the diverse selection of gowns that you offer at your boutique. Obviously for all different body shapes and different heights, which I think is important to know because not one size fits all, right?
It doesn't.
And that's important to know that you can be any shape, any size, and feel confident in your prom gown or special occasion gown.
How about alterations?
That's what I was going to get at.
Ivan, you're a professional.
So all of these dresses are going to be specifically designed for someone who is 5'7" and broad shoulders. So if you're not 5'7" and don't have broad shoulders, you're going to have to get some alterations. But you want a special dress like this that you're spending hundreds of dollars on to fit you perfectly. You're just going to have to use a little bit of extra effort. Gabby will probably need a hem because she's a little bit shorter. Julia, although she is tall, she'll still need the shoulder straps taken up and still a little bit of a hem. She's getting away with not having a hem because she has on those big old pageant heels. So, you know, you're always going to have something done to a dress to make it fit you perfectly.
Love it.
And alterations are key. Because if you don't feel confident in the gown because it doesn't fit right, or the straps are loose, or you're constantly holding it while walking, you want it to be able to fit right. So yes, purchasing the right gown is important, but also the alterations are just as important. I do know that from personal experience of competing in pageants, because being able to move in the gown, whether it's for a pageant or prom, because you do move a lot, actually more in prom, that you want to be able to flow in the gown. And the saying we say is, you wear the gown, not the gown wears you. That is very, very important to keep in mind.
And I think you and I are familiar with the alterations process because we do come from pageants. But girls who haven't competed, they get a little bit nervous about having to go and get something fixed to make it fit them perfectly. But you want your dress to be almost customized to your body.
Yes. Love it, love it.
Very, very important. I love, again, the bling. I love the bling, but I love the simplicity. For example, the orange gown. It's a statement color. It's a bold statement color, but it doesn't have 1 ounce of stoning on it, but it's so beautiful. And even just the different hemlines that I have such an appreciation for garments, so I have such an appreciation for the details, but
I bet
again,
you
it's
Vincenza
beautiful.
has every one of these dresses in her closet.
Vincenza has a lot of dresses in her closet.
Yes, I do. If you give me another reason to purchase one, I might, I'd be there. But that's the beauty of having a quality boutique that offers quality pieces. And again, I'm a firm believer in quantity over quality, and something that Cecile Boutique offers is that those quality garments. And again, they take care of their garments, something that I do know about Shana and all of her stylists. They take great pride in taking care of each garment that they do have you try on. They are very protective of it because they are expensive pieces. So they do take good care of all of the pieces that they offer.
As a former pageant winner, how does your expertise contribute to what you do now?
Well, I think it gave me a lot of confidence to be able to inspire these young girls. Like, sometimes we have to go into fitting rooms where people are crying and having a lot of anxieties and anxiety, and I don't run away from that. Like, I'm confident in myself, and I also feel for them because I know what they're going through. So I'm confident enough to go in and counsel them through that. So.
Awesome. Well, I think again, 203. Give the address, give the contact, matter of fact, give the contact info there where they can find you and all that good stuff. So you got 30 seconds, that's your commercial.
Okay, we are located at 203 Louviers Drive. You can visit us at www.mycecileboutique.com, and we have a great selection, we have a great staff, and we are just so excited to serve you.
Awesome.
And shop early, shop now.
Yeah, that's the part.
Don't wait. Don't wait until March.
Social media, where can they follow you on social media?
My Cecile Boutique _ on Instagram.
Okay.
And we also have an active TikTok too.
Yes, a very good TikTok.
You will see some of us dancing.
Some of us. She's on it. No, it's a very good TikTok, I have to say. And also, I am going to make another plug. If you're not purchasing your 2023 prom gown, maybe it's a special occasion gown for any special occasion that you have coming up. Definitely check out Cecile Boutique. They also have shoe wear. Tons of items for, it's a one-stop shop. So they have accessories, earrings galore. So you can walk out of there with a complete outfit, including your shoes, to go to any special occasion, but also a pageant. So the Miss Delaware USA, Miss Delaware Teen USA pageant will be coming up April 30th here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you need a pageant gown, go to Cecile Boutique. Tell them you're competing in the pageant, or you want to attend the pageant. Go to Cecile Boutique and you can dress the nines. You too, Ivan.
I'm not getting no pageant.
Well, you're all right, but again, Shana, thank you so much for joining us. Models, thank you so much. You look lovely. Very, very excited you came here, so thank you so much. Wow, Ivan.
Yes.
Great show.
I'm happy we're back again.
I know, this is so good. Everyone, for tuning in, welcome back. We are so excited to return to Good Morning Wilmington at DETV on the Plaza to be with you every morning at 10 a.m., but mainly Mondays and Wednesdays. But make sure you tune in and follow our journey throughout 2023 because we're so excited to really take us to the next level.
It's going to be a hell of a year. Najee got some stuff planned, so it's going to be a hell of a year here at DETV.
We're plotting, but again, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. If you're considering to sponsor, contact this guy. by. We're always looking for sponsors, or if you want to join us and be a guest on DETV at Good Morning Wilmington, contact us. Make sure you reach out to our producer, Najee, the team. We're so excited to welcome everyone and really support local businesses and community leaders. And again, thank you for joining us today.
All right. See you next week.